This emotional real-life story reveals a harsh truth about life. Watch till the end to learn a powerful life lesson. I need you to listen closely to this, because what I'm about to tell you didn't start with betrayal. It didn't start with greed. It started with one small lie. A lie so tiny it felt harmless. And yet, it destroyed everything. This is not a story about villains. It's a story about a normal person. Someone trying to survive, someone trying to be liked, someone who thought just this once. At the beginning, life felt simple, not perfect but stable. A decent job, people who trusted them, a routine that made sense. Nothing dramatic, nothing falling apart. They were not a bad person. They showed up on time, they helped others, they laughed at jokes they didn't find funny. They said I'm fine even when they weren't, like most people do. But inside, there was pressure, bills, expectations, fear of disappointing others, fear of being seen as weak, fear of losing what little stability they had. Then came the moment that didn't feel important, a simple situation where the truth felt uncomfortable. Telling the truth would have caused embarrassment, maybe a small conflict, maybe judgment, so they lied. Not a big lie, just a small one, a quick fix, a shortcut, and it worked. No one questioned it, no one pushed back. The problem disappeared. Relief washed over them. That's how lies trap you. They reward you at first. Days passed, life moved on, but the lie stayed, quiet, hidden. Then another situation appeared, connected to the first lie. Now telling the truth would expose everything. So the lie grew, slightly adjusted, carefully shaped. Still, no consequences. Still, everything seemed fine. This is where most people lose awareness. Because when nothing breaks immediately, the brain learns the wrong lesson. It learns that lying is safe. Weeks turned into months. The lie became part of the story they told others, part of the version of themselves they presented to the world. They had to remember details. They had to stay alert. The pressure increased, not outside, inside. Every conversation carried tension. Every question felt dangerous. Every silence felt loud. Sleep became lighter. Smiles became forced. Peace disappeared, even though nothing looked wrong. And then came the turning point, not dramatic, not loud. Someone noticed something small didn't add up. Just a pause, a look, a follow-up question. The heart started racing. Hands got cold. Mind went blank. They answered anyway. Another lie. Faster this time. Less thought. That's when things started collapsing. Trust doesn't break all at once. It cracks quietly. People began to sense something was off. Not enough to accuse, enough to doubt. The person felt it, the shift in tone, the distance, the silence where warmth used to be. And still, they didn't stop. Because stopping meant admitting everything, and that felt worse than continuing. Until the day the truth surfaced. Not because they confessed, because lies always leave fingerprints. A detail contradicted another, a timeline didn't match, a document, a message, a witness. There was no escape. The room went quiet. Not angry quiet, disappointed quiet. That silence hurt more than yelling ever could. They tried to explain. They said it wasn't meant to go this far. They said they were scared. They said they never wanted to hurt anyone. And maybe that was true. But here's the harsh part. Intent doesn't erase damage. Trust shattered, not bent, not bruised, shattered. People didn't just question the lie, they questioned everything. If you lied about this, what else did you lie about? Who are you really? Opportunities disappeared, relationships changed, respect was gone, not because of the size of the lie, but because of what it represented. Lies tell people you are willing to trade truth for comfort, and once they see that, they can't unsee it. This is the harsh reality no one likes to admit. A small lie is never small. It's a test of character. And character is built in moments no one applauds. The worst part wasn't losing things. It was losing identity. Looking in the mirror and realizing the person staring back wasn't who they thought they were. Shame settled in. Not loud. Heavy. Days felt longer. Conversations felt shorter. Apologies didn't fix what was broken. Some people walked away. Quietly. Forever. And here's another painful truth. Not everyone will give you a second chance. And they're not wrong for that. Consequences are not cruel. They are honest. But the story doesn't end there, because hitting the bottom does something powerful. It removes illusions. For the first time, there was no image to protect, no lie to maintain, no story to defend, just truth, and truth hurts. But it also heals. Slowly, painfully, the rebuilding began, not externally, internally. They stopped explaining, stopped justifying, stopped asking to be understood. Instead, they accepted responsibility. Fully. They learned that honesty isn't about being perfect, it's about being real. They learned that discomfort lasts minutes, but lies last years. They learned that facing consequences is easier than carrying deception. Life didn't magically improve. Some losses stayed permanent, some doors never reopened. But something changed. Peace returned. Not because life was easier, because it was cleaner. No stories to remember, no fear of exposure, no double life. And that peace was worth more than everything that was lost. Here's the truth that hurts but saves lives. A lie doesn't just protect you from pain, it delays it and multiplies it. Every time you choose comfort over truth, you're borrowing peace from the future, with interest. You don't avoid consequences, you stack them. The strongest people are not the ones who never fail. They're the ones who tell the truth when lying would be easier. If you're hiding something right now, if there's a small lie you keep justifying, understand this. You still have a choice. Truth may cost you something today, but lies will cost you everything tomorrow. Integrity isn't loud, it doesn't beg for attention, but it determines the direction of your life. One small lie destroyed everything. Not because the truth was unbearable, but because it was postponed. And the lesson is simple, brutal, and real. Tell the truth early or the truth will expose you later, and it will be far more expensive.